Happy holidays, everybody. This is Chibi, and this is day 8 of 12 Days of Anime 2013. Today is going to be a very unexpected anime that you would probably not expect me to actually be talking about in this day of anime, and it aired in winter 2013. The anime today we're going to be talking about is Kotoura-San. Now, this anime was freaking... Oh man, I love the anime so much, and it was definitely a shocker of an anime that managed to just get me almost in freaking tears. Well, anyways, let's move on to the actual discussion of the first episode. Kotoura-san basically starts off with you getting to see this kind of little girl that just seems to be just very young, like a preschooler, before she even gets to school. And you can see how the entire first half of this episode just focuses on her background and implementing her as a good character. What makes Kotoura on this list and why it is on this list is just because the first episode, the way it managed to introduce her character and be able to concrete what the actual main plot is. When we think of someone that can actually mind read, have ESP powers, and just something that normal humans can't have, we think they're awesome and cool. But at the same time, in this anime, you get to see the dark side of how humanity really is. Poor Kotoura, she doesn't really understand her powers. She has been born with the ability to actually be able to read minds without even trying to read minds. And it's not her fault. She doesn't know that that's, like, not normal. So, when you see her go through school, that she's able to read people's thoughts and she blurts out what they're thinking without thinking, since she's a little girl and she really doesn't understand. And then, like, she talks about her parents too, what they're thinking. It really causes bad situations where people will get pissed off at you because you're telling their secrets that they want to keep hidden. Like, one scene in the first episode, Kotoura actually stated that, why you guys all lying, you don't like boys and all that. And they were all in their minds thinking that they like certain boys. And Kotoura reveals that, like, so-and-so likes this boy. The boy got embarrassed and says, I hate you, and then runs off. So, all in all, it's a really upsetting first half of Kotoura. I mean, the majority of the series is actually just comedy. It really is comedy and character-driven. But the first episode, man, the way it gets you, it's just so freaking sad. For a comedy anime, they turned around and made it something just so depressing that I was actually on the verge of tears. One of the most noteworthy scenes of the first episode that really almost had me on the verge of tears was definitely the scene where you just saw Kotoura lose all hope. After her freaking parents leave her, she's all by herself. I mean, her mother walks out, even says, I wish you weren't even born. Just, those are hurtful things. But on top of all her friends basically abandoning her, thinking she's a monster, creepy, just everybody afraid of her, not wanting to talk to her. That last thing that truly puts the nail in the coffin is when she finally finds something that she can actually talk to and not be able to hear its mind. A little kitten in a box. And at first you look at this like it seems fine, but the way they do the atmosphere and the animation in this series and the way you get to see the darkness and gloomy feel of it, you really get the emotions hitting you really quickly. And it's actually one of the quickest character developments and quickest characters I've ever really felt sorry for in an anime in quite a long while when I first saw this series. Now, what puts the final nail in the coffin is when Kotoura finally finds a friend and she comes back the next day and she finds the kitten is gone. And when the old grandma says, oh, you're the nuisance and all that, and basically got rid of the cat. And then Kotoura, she looks straight up in the sky as it's starting to rain, and you hear her scream. But it's not a scream we hear. It's a scream that we hear in our hearts, because the way they managed to do the animation, the betray of the way she acts in that scene, the way she looks up, no sound coming out of her, but you know she's screaming, and she is giving up all hope. That really was a sad scene, and that was a great betray of drama. If this series would have turned into a drama series, I could say, man, this series would have been even better. But it focused more on comedy, and that's fine with me. The comedy in this series is really freaking hilarious when you get to see the random thoughts of boy characters just, you know, all around thinking some dirty, perverted thoughts, like Kotoura in just lewd acts. And you notice the ad's like a great set of opai on her. Did you notice that? I mean, she's actually flat-chested, so it's pretty funny exactly how this series is betrayed and the way they managed to implement drama in it at unexpected times. The series is ending. It really didn't have a good ending. It was really left open, but I mean, you come to expect it with an anime like this. But all in all, Kotora is a great anime that deserves to be known more and just be able to have a good watch because it definitely is one of the surprise animes of this year. Everybody, this is going to be the end of day 8 of 12 days of anime. What do you think is going to be on tomorrow? Tell me what anime you think I'll probably most likely upload tomorrow. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please stay safe. Happy holidays, everybody. And if you love my video content, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. Chibi out.